Paul in 1 Corinthians 6 tells the Corinthians, who are basically doing everything wrong, he says, look, will you stop taking each other to court? Don't you know that you're going to rule or judge angels? Here's a challenge for you. Go get a commentary and find somebody who has any idea what that means. Might have something to do with, angels or something. Well, no kidding. It says that, all right? Again, there are these little things, but, why care? And again, I'm just going to summarize here. I like to take people to John 1:12. As many as believed him, to them he gave authority to become the sons of God. 1 John 3, we are the sons of God. We're going to be like Jesus. These different passages. Do you realize, why is it important to have, divine counsel worldview, Deuteronomy 32 worldview in your head? Again, I didn't think it was important at all. And this is not an exaggeration. I'm just going to say this. By the time I hit doctoral work, I had 60 minutes. Okay, not a clock hour, like a credit hour, but a clock hour. I had 60 minutes on angelology and demonology in 15 years of work. Now, when that happens to you, you think it can't be important. I'm going to tell you it is. Here's just one observation from 1 John 3 and John 1. You go back in the Old Testament, who are the holy ones? Overwhelmingly, like 98% of the time, it's members of the heavenly host, the divine council. In the New Testament, holy ones, your English Bible will have saints. That title is never used of the heavenly host, the angels. It's only used of you, of believers. Why the switch? Because we are the new sons and daughters of God. We are going to replace what was lost in all these rebellions, both on earth and ultimately in heaven, or the new earth, the new Eden. You go to Hebrews 2, where this is the passage where Jesus is not ashamed to call us brothers, siblings. Where does that scene take place? If you go read the passage, before the congregation, before the council. It's right there in the text. Paul in 1 Corinthians 6 tells the Corinthians, who are basically doing everything wrong, he says, look, will you stop taking each other to court? Don't you know that you're going to rule or judge angels? Here's a challenge for you. Go get a commentary and find somebody who has any idea what that means. And I'm not exaggerating. Commentaries, I own lots of commentaries because I worked at Logos. Not a single one of them understands the verse. They bail. They give up. Might have something to do with, angels or something. Well, no kidding. It says that, all right? What it means is, how are we going to judge angels? If you keep reading Revelation 2, Revelation 3, in the new Eden, we are put over the nations. To him that overcomes, I will put him over the nations. So the one that overcomes, I will let him sit on my throne and rule the nations. Who rules the nations now? The fallen gods, the principalities, the powers, the rebellious sons of God. Who gets to replace them? Who judges them? Who will ultimately rule over them and displace and replace them? That would be us. And this is not a throwaway line in Paul. Don't you know that you're going to rule angels? We outrank them. We didn't even get into the structure of the divine council. It's 3 tiers. The bottom tier is angels. The middle tier is the family of God, the children of God. Because the divine council is based on the language of the royal family, royal, kings, kingship. You got the king at the top. Who gets the most, the best jobs are the ones with the most responsibility. Those are family members. And then everybody else is bureaucracy. It's the same thing in Scripture. We outrank. Okay? We replace and we outrank at the end of days. Now, there's so much more that we could say.